Hey, Pans and Skirts. Well, I wanted to do this show today. This is probably episode 103, I think. Well, no, the show's gonna be about teen mom, like this whole teen pregnancy thing, and I feel that the teen mom show that comes on MTV needs a crisis intervention. I'm serious because I know what they're trying to do for a good reason, a good cause, but these girls, these young ladies are finding out how much these teen moms are making off of the show, and they're like, hey, let me get pregnant, get a show, get some money in my pocket, I'm good to go. Famous too? Oh, oh man. You know what? It's not the TV's fault, so I don't hope no one don't try to blame it, but I just feel like they just need to cut off this whole teen mom thing and turn it into young mothers who made it. Don't show teen moms and they're on TV. Show that when they're 21 and 22, they're in college or they're doing something positive. Because these girls are their mind is still young and they still think young. They're thinking, well, if I get pregnant, they're not thinking 50-50 or, 1 out of 300. They're not thinking anything like that. They're thinking, when I get pregnant, I could write a letter to MTV producers and get a show. Be famous, get money. That's the life. I could skip college or pay for college that way. And you cannot, young ladies, if you're out there watching, please do not think getting pregnant young, you're going to get a show. Really, if you love your freedom, you love sleeping in late, you love thinking about yourself first, then others, you love your free time, do not get pregnant. I know you cannot stop these young girls from having sex, but you can as a parent to educate your child, to stay on top of it. Allow you mothers say, well, you know what, this one mother said, what is the school going to do about it? The school needs to do pretty much, they need to do a little bit more in school or pay attention to these girls or have detention or more detention, whatever the case is. Look, the school systems are here to teach your children ABCs 1, 2, 3. Add, subtract, divide, multiply, whatever the case is. They're there to teach your child knowledge, like to add, to read, pretty much so they could survive out here. They're not here to teach your children manners. They will enforce discipline, but they're not going to pretty much teach your child, well, when you finish using the bathroom, wash your hands. They put signs up. That's much they could do. And soap, or when you finish with your lunch, you put in the trash. Like, come on. They have janitors, but they're not there to pick up after your children like they do at your house. So please stop being your children's best friend and be a parent. It's too much of best friends going around. I remember when I was younger, I asked my mother, I was like, Mommy, why can't you be my best friend? My friends have their mothers are their best friends. And she's like, what? She's like, go sit down. I'm not your best friend. I'm your mother. And later on, you're going to thank me for being your mother instead of your best friend. I was like, yeah, right, she's crazy. I wish I had a best friend. And now I thank her because, yes, I did have a son. I had my child at 21. And got pregnant at 21, had him at 21. And a month after my birthday. And, that's still young, but at least I wasn't 17 or 18. I'm not knocking anybody who had their children young. But it's like babies having babies. Is no proper foundation there. So how are they going to teach their children not to be a teen mother? All they can say, well, I'm going to teach them to protect themselves and not have sex, and if you do have a child, take care of your child and don't be like me. You can't just tell them that. You need to go deep in it. You need to say, look, this is HIV. You need to stay on top of them. Stop slacking up. I believe that a young girl should get a boyfriend at age 16 or 17. No late night talking on the phone. No, you need to pretty much stalk their lives out. Don't be like, well, as long as they keep their grades up or they come in the house at my curfew, that they're okay. a lot of these girls are having sex inside their parents' house in their parents' bed. So you guys need to, if you know anybody out there and their children is running wild, a chance your child could get pregnant, and they're thinking in their head, this Teen Mom show, hey, and Teen Mothers and Teen Pregnancy, whatever the show's names are, that I can end up on the show too. No, you cannot think like that. It's so many people writing into these shows. Do you really think you're going to end up on that show? It's a chance. Not going to, knock you on your dreams. But not to say get pregnant so you could be on the show. A lot of these fathers are not owned up to it because they're young as well. So how the mother is going to come down the father like, well, you're a deadbeat father and you're no good and, you should be here for my daughter and be here for your child. You need to be screaming at your daughter as well because she's the one who laid down with him and didn't protect herself either. So they're both babies, the male and the female. So could you please stop putting all the blames on the girl? On the sons, on the boys, the fathers, and put more blame on your daughter because she should not be opening her legs so often and not using protection. Are you serious? Just the whole reality shows. A lot of these shows that I watch need intervention, and down to basketball wise. What's the point of these shows? Like, the only show I give a lot of respect to is like The Biggest Loser and that intervention show. Because these are people who have bad habits that need to be fixed. But I can't believe. Like, we're waiting for the school bus to come. The school bus stopped to let the kids off. Do you know any pregnant young girls? These girls are so young. Do you know any pregnant girls came off that bus? No, they weren't chubby. They were pregnant. And I was just like, whoa. When I was in school, you had 1 or 2 girls pregnant, here and there. But now, it's like, oh my gosh. This one girl that's on the store, she was 12. She just turned 12 and she was pregnant by her baby. And I'm like, you just got your menstrual cycle. What are you doing having sex? When did you start? 6? Wait, they might be starting at 6 too. Watch your little daughters and your sons. I don't know. It's crazy. They had sex education class in school, and I don't know what's going on with that. But either ways, if they get pregnant, do not judge them. Don't be like, oh, she a skank because she got pregnant. Don't do that. Stop trying to knock people down and uplift them, encourage them. To do good for themselves because they have a baby to raise. But the whole thing I'm sorry about, I'm not even sorry about feeling sorry for the young girls. I'm feeling sorry for the babies because they're growing up like, damn, this is what I came into. And that one girl named Janelle off of MTV, Teen Mom, that girl is ungrateful. That is, oh my God, that girl make me sick. And if I could slap her, I would slap the brakes off of her. How she treat her mother and how she ignore her child, that's ridiculous. It's really sad. It's pathetic. We can start talking our heads off. But Teen Mom needs intervention. Not the schools, mothers and fathers out there. It's not the school that needs to pretty much put more pressure on these girls. It's you at home. So if you lay off the club and do more for your children, like pay attention to them, lay off running the streets, and pay more attention to your children. Pretty much nobody didn't tell you to lay down and have them babies, so stop ignoring them. Take care of them. If you didn't like the whole thing about, taking care of a child, you think because a child reached 13, that's it. They know how to cook for themselves. They know how to take a shower. I could go out and party when I want to, party. No. They're your responsibility pretty much till they're 24 years old or 25. I'm serious because you still have them still in college. I know girls that's still in college now and their parents still need to provide for them. So please don't say, oh, once they reach 18, I'm done. Or once they reach 16, I'm done. No. You really can't say that. If you want the best future for your child, and if they have a child, you have to pretty much still help guide them. That's the job of being a parent, a mother, a father. So, once again, if they're young mothers and their mothers wasn't good to them, or taught them anything. How are they supposed to raise their babies, you know? So the cycle's kind of screwed up, but we need to find some type of way to stop that cycle, and more girls, more men in school. The colleges are slimming out because a lot of them are just dropping out of school and not getting a GED. And the GED is hard. Don't think it's easy. That's pretty much 12 years of school crammed into one. So please do not think it's easier than a high school diploma. Get your little butts up, take a shower, brush your teeth, and take your ass to school. Simple as that. Stop being lazy. Stop trying to have sex and open a book. Crack a book open. A guy don't want no stupid female. And no educated and smart woman wants no stupid ass man. So please, education is more than having sex. You get your 15 minutes of pleasure and that's it. But being smart, books, and so on is lasts a lifetime, and that's your life. That's your career. A man say, "I'm gonna be here forever, baby. I love you. You're my heart. I'm not going nowhere. I'm always gonna be by your side." The only person that you need to be telling that to is yourself. Because at the end of the day, whatever you're going through, whatever consequences, you're going to have to deal with yourself. So, stop thinking, young ladies, and paying attention to your parents and listening to them. Read. Internet. There's no way that you could be behind on anything because they're internet and TV. If you don't have that, then there are books, there are magazines. You know? So, it's time for us to really step it up in 2011. Everybody talking about they want to change, and this is their New Year's resolution, and y'all are already screwing up with these girls getting pregnant right in front of your face because they're having sex in your house. So, newsflash, attention to all parents. Stop blaming the school system. Blame yourself, because that's the reason your teen is pregnant. Thanks, Pants and Skirts. This is another one of my videos. Trudy rocked the right too. Alright, I'm out.